I'm downtown at the Capitol today. I came because every Wednesday at 12 p.m. the pro-Palestinian protesters come out and protest. I haven't been here in a couple weeks, but now that there's a ceasefire in Gaza, I think maybe somebody has to come and let them know that there's a ceasefire. Now, I don't even know if there's gonna be a protest today, but if there is, then let's ask them why. So it does look like the protesters are here. They're starting to show up. I just saw a flag waving over there, so I'm gonna go up to them. Let's go talk to them. Looks like they're setting up, dropping off the signs like they do every week. So let's give them a minute before I go talk to them. Let them set up. Hello. Is this a Free Palestine protest?
Yes.
You do know there's a ceasefire, right?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I was wondering if there's going to be a protest today because the ceasefire is currently holding. And I know we all got to be nervous about phase 2. We don't know what's going to happen next, but at least phase 1 is holding good.
No, they've already killed 30 people.
The Hamas has executed people right after Sunday. I could show you. I'll put the stuff on the...
How are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Right after the peace agreement, Hamas executed a lot of people that they say were working with Israel. But anyway, no, I just have my main question is, why are you guys protesting when there's a ceasefire? Isn't that what you guys were protesting for? You guys should be celebrating now. The Gazans are free. All 20 hostages came home alive. The dead ones have been coming little by little. And the Gazans are even celebrating in the streets. They went from southern Gaza back up to northern Gaza. See, I told you guys that these protests weren't about freeing Palestine. It wasn't about Gaza or like they were saying Israel occupying Palestine. It was about none of that. Because now that I'm here and asking them why they are still protesting instead of celebrating the ceasefire, they don't answer and they block my face with the cameras. They should be celebrating though. They were out here protesting for 2 years all over America. Free Palestine. And now that Palestine is free and the peace process is moving forward, they're still protesting instead of celebrating. So like I said, these people are protesting Palestine to free Palestine, even though Palestine is free. Okay, let me explain something for people that don't know. There was 20 living hostages that Hamas had left due to Donald Trump and his collaboration with a lot of strong countries, including Qatar and Egypt in the Middle East and Turkey. They brokered a deal. Hamas was pressured into giving the 20 hostages back, which they did, the living ones, and they've been giving the dead ones little by little. They gave 4 the first day, they gave 4 more last night, 3 more came. They have to find them under the rubble and all that. That's what they say. As a matter of fact, they were celebrating in the streets of Gaza and in the streets of Israel when this peace deal was brokered. The Gazans who had fled south to southern Gaza are all fleeing back north to northern Gaza. No shots are being fired, no missiles are being fired. After the peace deal was brokered, Hamas executed some people who they said were working with Israel. But other than that, Israel's not executing people. They backed up to the agreed upon line that they agreed that they would back up to. And on phase 2, we'll see how that goes. We have to disarm Hamas. Trump said if they don't disarm, we'll disarm them. So everything's going good. So these protesters should be celebrating, not protesting. Those are expensive made signs. Are any of you guys willing to answer some questions?
Nope.
You know there's a ceasefire in Gaza right now, right?
Yeah, there was before, and they've killed thousands.
Hamas broke the deal, yeah. But right now, it's looking, all 20 living hostages, that was their bargaining chips. They're back. They have nose. Why don't you be celebrating?
Read a book.
Don't you know the people that fled to southern Gaza are back in northern Gaza?
Coming today, and
Let her come. I know my rights. Look. I got a constitution at all times in my pocket. Another thing that happened at the protest, you guys will be able to hear it, but you won't be able to see it, one of the protesters started telling me that I didn't know the Constitution. So I pulled the Constitution out of my pocket and told him I read it every day. I also got a stack of a lot of them for if anybody wants them, I give them away. I've given a couple away already. So I have a bunch of constitutions, pocket constitutions. I always have a few extra on me. So if anybody ever wants one, when you see me, just ask me and I'll hook you up with one. I have many copies, as a matter of fact. If you guys want one, so you could read up on your rules. I'll bring you one in a little bit. I have them in my bag. I have to grab them. Birdie, the ceasefire happened. Aren't you happy? Remember we were talking about it last time? No, I know, Birdie. Me and him are cool. I don't think he likes me because I'm a Trump supporter, but he's respectful. But are you happy about it? That's all. Yes or no? Yeah, me too. I do understand we got to be worried about what's going to happen next. Phase 2, disarming Hamas and, but Israel did back up to the line that they agreed upon. Everything is going good so far. So far, right? But we should be it's a cause for celebration, not a cause for protest. It was, maybe. This doesn't look like a celebration. Look at your signs. They're the same exact signs as the last few weeks, which means they're made. Some of them are painted like this one. That's cool, but a lot of them, I know how signs are made. I make music, I promote. They're expensive signs. They are free.
Free, free, Palestine!
You guys know there's a ceasefire in Palestine, right? It is free.
From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
So now it's anti-Semitism because we all know what that means. You know there's a ceasefire, right? Don't fucking put your hands on me, bro. I didn't touch you.
That's not a hand.
Either way, you're touching me physically. And it's on camera. Do it again. I'll push. They're playing drums, but they're not celebrating.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada! Whoa! Did you guys hear that? Now they're saying long live the Intifada. Wow. So that lady on the loudspeaker is saying long live the Intifada. That's anti-Semitism. Is that what these pro-Palestinian protests turned into now? That's what she's saying on a megaphone. She just said Intifada, long live the Intifada. Do you know what the Intifada was? The first and the second?
Defending themselves.
No, the slaughtering of the Jews. Defending themselves against a country that small, Israel, surrounded by big, huge Muslim countries and Arab countries who hate them. They're defending themselves. It's the IDF. Not like us. We have the Department of War. They have the Israeli Defense, whatever. But why is she saying long live the Intifada? That's anti-Semitic. All right. You're with that? You want an Intifada? Here in America, all the Muslims that are here, you want them to rise up against Christians and Jews? Well, then why don't you talk to me and school me on everything? If I don't know everything, you tell me then. I've read millions of books. Hundreds at least, not millions. So now they're saying long live the Intifada. That's anti-Semitism here in our United States streets. Here in the United States streets. Well, then why are you letting them preach for an Intifada?
You know what Intifada means? You know what Intifada means?
I knew what the Intifada was.
You don't know what it was. You have
There was two of them, the first and the second, where they tried.
So
okay, tell me.
just 'cause
Sorry.
you know some numbers-
Okay, you tell me.
Some numbers doesn't mean you know anything.
Why you tell me then?
It means to shake off an oppressor.
And who's the oppressor in this
What do
situation?
you think?
There's a ceasefire right now.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Ceasefire doesn't mean anything.
They gave up their hostages, the last living ones. That's their leverage. So what?
They didn't need leverage. They were being exterminated. There's no leverage.
If Israel wanted to exterminate Gaza, they could do that in 2 weeks. They wouldn't warn them with the leaflets and the roof knocking.
Actually, the thing is you're a creature of hate. You're a creature.
I'm a Christian. I love my country. I love the truth. You're propaganda. You look like you love propaganda.
Okay.
Because that's what you're speaking is propaganda and lies. And this protest is now turned anti-Semitic, I just found out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, say Intifada, bro.
Say
I'm
Intifada?
gonna put the fact checks on my video. I'm on
Okay.
YouTube, TikTok, so...
You don't know what Intifada means. You have no idea what
Okay, tell me what
Intifada
it means. You told me...
to shake off an oppressor.
But what was the first and second intifada? What context did they use it on against the Jews?
Again, the Jews are not the Israelis. The Israelis are not the Jews. They are.
But Israel is the Jewish homeland.
Half of these. No, it's not. Israel.
Yeah, their Knesset has Arab and Muslims. You're right.
Israel is a stolen land
Stolen from who?
from the Arabs. From
How long ago?
Palestinians.
The Arabs didn't come through until about 500 years after Jewish were in that land. I put fact checks on the last videos. I've come to these protests, you know, and you guys are always wrong. I know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about. Go for it. Then what are you here for? Why don't you just
Counter protest.
Yeah.
We need patriots to stand up for.
America a shithole again is what you want. You make America slavery.
Why? Because we want to stand up for the Constitution. Conservatives want to conserve the Constitution.
You don't care about the Constitution.
I do. Look, check this
I
out.
don't care about the Constitution. You don't. It doesn't matter. They just.
You want a copy? I have extra copies.
I care about the Constitution. You do not.
I read it every day.
You're here for hate.
Well, I'm here for my First Amendment rights.
So are we. So are we.
I know, so we could debate and dialogue. Nothing wrong with that. I do it peacefully. If you guys get mad, that's your fault. I'm not getting mad.
That's not what your face said.
That's just my face. You don't even know me. So the previous weeks that I came to this protest, they were screaming to free Gaza, saying that Israel was committing a genocide, using the words like occupation, you know. Now it's taken a dark turn. Now the lady on the speakerphone, on the loudspeaker, is yelling, "Long live Intifada." So I'm gonna have to put fact checks in this video when I'm done so you guys can see what the Intifada was. That's like Zoran Mamdani. That's what he used to say. They're trying to gut America from the inside out. That's crazy how they're so open about anti-Semitism now. Let's go record some more. And now they're speaking Arab or something. Who knows? I don't know. My only languages are Spanish and English. You know there's a ceasefire right now. The people that were in southern Gaza who had to leave came back home and they're celebrating in the streets of Gaza. So why aren't you celebrating if you love Gaza?
I'm talking to you. Go away.
I respect that, man. So that one lady that was yelling "Long live the Intifada" is actually pretty but ugly in the brain, obviously. You can look away, but never say you didn't know. Are you guys looking away from the ceasefire that is happening right now? Because it looks like you guys don't know what's going on. See how they are?
Why do you look away?
If you guys are out here for a protest, wouldn't you want to explain to me what the protest is? You know they're celebrating in the streets of Gaza, right? There has been a ceasefire and it's currently still.
Right here.
So what's your point? Okay, so you wanted to free Palestine. Now that Palestine is free, you guys don't care. See? Fake protest. I knew it. It's always been.
No more money for Israel's crimes! Not another dime!
Fucking touch me, bro. Don't fucking touch me then. Well, stay out of my face.
We want justice, you say
Fucking dude almost got knocked out.
justice, you say how? And let's see how that's done now!
Fuck yeah, Palestine is free and they don't even care.
We want justice, you say how? And the occupation now! And the occupation now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Stop bombing Gaza now!
Stop bombing Gaza now!
Don't they know Gaza has been stopped being bombed?
Not another nickel, not another dime!
Hi,
No more money
my
for
name is
war!
Tragedy, the hood historian.
No more money for war!
Oh, I-
From the river to the sea!
You're recording me, so I'm recording you. He's recording me.
Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the sea!
We're all practicing our First Amendment rights.
To the river!
Get on my face, I'll call the cops.
I'm not in your face.
Palestine will
This
live
guy's coming
forever!
for me. That's assault.
From the river to the sea!
Yeah, somebody's ear is an assault.
Palestine will be free!
I don't want to be
Don't fucking touch me. Just ask me with respect. Well, don't touch me, bro. You fucking touch me. You're lucky I don't fuck you up. You want to go to the side and handle it like a man after this? Well then, don't fucking touch me then.
Don't touch us either.
I didn't touch you, bro.
Watched you touch me.
Yeah? Did you? Because that's all on camera. Fucking lamos. These guys are a bunch of bitches and weirdos. They're saying stop the bombs. The bombs have stopped and they don't care. Bro, there is a ceasefire.
That's what Israel's lie every time.
So,
They have a ceasefire and then they bomb.
and why isn't Hamas showing us footage like they always have?
Why isn't there? They have. They
You guys are stupid as shit, bro. The hostages came home. There's a ceasefire. You guys are, what is the word? Ignorant. You guys don't even know what's going on in current events. This just barely happened over the weekend. There's a ceasefire. Israel drew back to the agreed upon line, and they're there right now. There hasn't been a bullet fired or a missile dropped.
That's what we're here for.
For what?
To leave Palestine.
They are. Don't you know the plan? They moved back, then there's a second step, then the third step.
Israel is Palestine. Okay?
Oh my God. Who were there first?
The Palestinians.
The Canaanites, and then after that the Jews.
Canaanites are the
Oh,
Palestinians.
they're not. They came from. They came from the lower Levant.
No, they
You
didn't.
know where that's at?
They're all mixed together. They're
See,
all
you
mixed
guys. I don't like talking with ignorant people. So now that the missiles stopped and there's a ceasefire, they're not celebrating. They're still saying no more missiles. There hasn't been missiles since the ceasefire began. But anyway, these people are so ignorant. They're getting me mad. So I'm just gonna leave this protest. You guys should be celebrating the ceasefire. They say no more dropping missiles. Well, there's no missiles being dropped right now. But alright, I'm gonna leave this anti-Semitic protest. So I'm leaving this protest. It got me mad. They keep putting their signs in my faces. They keep putting their signs in my face. They don't want to answer questions, and the ones that do are so ignorant that they don't even know what they're talking about. I tried to let them know the facts, and they don't care, bro. Which goes to show that these protests are not organic, and the people don't care about Palestine or Gaza. What they do care about is anti-Semitism. You guys saw that in the video. See you at the next one. I'm out.